with the students, with the staff, and my supervisor, and I love them all.
My work worth doing is supporting students, teachers, and families.
My work worth doing is encouraging students to always be their best and showing them that we believe in them.
My work worth doing is making a difference in my kids' lives and making them want to come to school every day.
Helping the children prepare for K-4 academically and socially is my work worth doing.
My work worth doing is to help my students to feel confident in themselves while doing a particular task.
I get kids ready for K-4 and kindergarten. It's work worth doing.
My work worth doing is evaluating children and helping parents understand their needs.
My work worth doing is working with my classrooms and my students.
To provide students with meaningful education so that they can be as independent as they possibly can.
My work worth doing is building relationships with the staff, students, and parents.
Supporting teachers and their students in the classroom with instruction, behavior management.
My work worth doing is getting to see my students grow and learn and become better citizens in the community.
My work worth doing is brailing materials for our blind students.
My work worth doing is ensuring students and staff have a safe school environment.
My work worth doing is preparing healthy meals for all the students in the IU13.
My work worth doing is helping people with computer problems.
My work worth doing is coming to the rescue when people need tech support.
My work worth doing is keeping the phones, internet, and Wi-Fi working for everyone.
My work worth doing is getting high schoolers ready for the workforce.
Seeing them get jobs, seeing them learn, become independent, and then launch out into the world.
My work worth doing is helping my student grow and become his best self.
My work worth doing is making PE class fun for everyone.
My work worth doing is helping low-income families find quality education-based childcare.
My work worth doing is getting families and students connected with resources in the community, especially with the additional layer of helping them get connected when they don't speak English.
In the Conference Center, we have the opportunity to help every program across the IU provide services to their constituents. Certainly work worth doing.
My work worth doing is working with a great team to provide cost-saving solutions to school districts.
Taking care of details is my work worth doing.
My work worth doing at IU13 is supporting our gifted education students as well as our local nonprofit, our Lancaster Lebanon Education Foundation.
My work worth doing is advocating for parents and families, making sure that they are engaged in their child's life.
So my work worth doing is ensuring that children stay compliant with their health needs.
My work worth doing is helping the students at the Community School Southeast and the Lancaster School of Work students run the cafe.
Helping people across the state work with PVOS is my work worth doing.
My work worth doing is helping school-age staff with ITT and IEP Writer.
Teaching English as a second language to adult learners is my work worth doing.
My work worth doing is encouraging students to continue coming to class when the going gets rough.
My work worth doing is making sure everyone coming into the building feels welcomed.
Greeting customers with warmth and empathy is my work worth doing.
My work worth doing is cleaning the building and making sure it's safe.
My work worth doing is all the maintenance and things that need to be fixed or taken care of at One Cumberland and Jonestown and Lancaster and wherever they need me. It could be anywhere.
It's keeping after the kids and staff and make sure everybody is happy and healthy.
My work worth doing is making sure the numbers add up.
My work worth doing is make sure everyone gets paid. Yay!
Our work worth doing is maintaining a proper and safe learning environment for all of our students and staff.
My work worth doing is making sure that all our teachers and staff members here at IU13 receive their orders in a timely manner.
Moving materials to all our locations. Work worth doing.
My work worth doing is building relationships with the students.
To remind students about using their coping skills and hope to see them succeed.
Helping programs process their contracts is my work worth doing.
Helping programs with accounting and budgeting is our work worth doing.
work worth doing is leading the training and consultation team to provide evidence-based practices to our 22 school district partners.
My work worth doing is helping our supervisors maintain and create positive relationships for our staff members.
My work worth doing is helping programs fill their vacant positions with staff who enjoy working with children.
My work worth doing is welcoming new employees and helping them out on their first day.
My work worth doing is helping to share all the great news of the work going on at IU13.
My work worth doing is sharing program stories through our social media channels.